Ladies and gentlemen, Behind the Line proudly presents to you another exciting edition of the formerly woke, turning on the woke. This episode is brought to you by the Eradication Station. Have you been infected with the woke fungus? Have you spent the last 4 years being indoctrinated by pretend Reverend Al? Are you tired of believing the lies and living your life as the ultimate victim? If you want to return to living a life of elation, contact the professionals at the Eradication Station. Our certified eradicators are proficient in eliminating the woke fungus. We have saved thousands of lives by rehabilitating the formerly woke. If you seek to live a normal life without degradation, contact the professionals at the Eradication Station. Start your journey to personal freedom today at eradicatethefungus.com. You know, there seems to be a split right now in the mainstream media. Damn near all of them are struggling. Ratings at MSNBC and CNN are in the pooper. Network news is struggling. ABC, they just sent Donnie Trumper a lovely Christmas gift. Santa asked Donnie what he wanted for Christmas, and Donnie said, "I want that non-binary mouse to cut me a check for $15 million, and I want it to be signed by George Stephanopoulos." Normal people have rejected the mainstream media, but there seems to be a noticeable difference in how they're handling it. Networks like CNN, MSNBC, they have ordered a double dose of the woke wiener. Hell, CNN, they wanted theirs supersized. Yes, I would like to order a double dose of the supersized wiener with a side of Preparation H. The false narratives have remained unchanged at CNN and MSNBC. The only thing that has changed is the size of their audience and the size of their rapidly shrinking paychecks. But there's one far-left media outlet that seems to be shifting towards the normal. There's one far-left media outlet that is desperately trying to appeal to normal people. I used to call them the Young Turks, but with their sudden rejection of shit fuckery, I guess I will properly refer to them as the Young Turks. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you want to vote for the second annual Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards, link is in the description below. The Woke Media was my personal nomination for the HEF Awards. If you want to vote for the media or any of the other nominees, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below. Cenk Uygur, I always mispronounce his name unintentionally, but Jake and Ana Kasparian, they are the faces of the Young Turks. If there is a Democrat asking for votes, they can always count on 2 votes, Jake and the lovely Ana. Now, in some cases, they don't even have to like a Democrat to vote for them. If I remember correctly, they were vehemently against our former fearless leader Johnny B. Biden when he was running for president 4 years ago. But they voted for him anyway because they just couldn't vote for the real president, Donald Trump. However, in the past 7 weeks since the election, there's been a noticeable shift with the Young Turks. It's like they are no longer blinded by the light. They are starting to see and say things through a common sense perspective. Several weeks ago, Ana Kasparian, she sat down with Glenn Beck for an hour-long conversation. That would have never happened 4 years ago due to her stage 4 OMB, Orange Man Bad, and her brutal case of the woke fungus, which was being improperly treated at Woke Memorial Hospital by pretend Dr. Jill Biden. Due to those mythical health issues, Ana Kasparian, she would have never sat down with Glenn Beck 4 years ago. But today, it's like they were long-lost friends, maybe even Goombas. Last week, I told you guys about the immaculate return of cackling Cam Harris. For weeks, her face was on the side of a milk carton. When people heard a knock at their front door, they were expecting to open up and see a fake smiling Cam along with a cackling choir singing the classic holiday carols. My name is Cackling Camba Rumpa Bum Bum. My friend Sam became Pamba Rumpa Bum Bum. Unfortunately, there have been no Christmas carols performed by the cackling choir this holiday season because Cam Harris, She has been hiding in the Delaware dungeon. Cam and Johnny B. Biden, they have put both of their brain cells together in an exciting race for third place. After weeks of strategizing and possibly overindulging in the eggnog, Cam and Johnny B., they finally decided on a strategy. They came up with the Immaculate return of Cam Harris. Now, as incompetent as they are, even Cam and Johnny Biden knew that she didn't have a chance to win a presidential election. Hell, Cam doesn't even have a chance to be the nominee. During her 2020 campaign, Cam Harris, she had fewer votes than Uncle KC. I wrote my name on the ballot voting for myself, and I had one more vote than Cam Harris. Even though she is incompetent, Cam is smart enough to realize that she cannot win a general election. But that does not mean that she can't win on a smaller scale. You see, Cam's problem in a national election is that she's got to secure the vote of normal people. Even though the mainstream media wants you to believe that normal people are the minority here in America, we're not. But what if Cam didn't have to worry about normal people? What if Cam could return to politics and only have to worry about securing the votes of wanker spankers and woke welfare collectors? Better yet, what if Cam could make her immaculate return and not have to worry about securing votes, period? She wouldn't have to campaign. She wouldn't have to beg for donations. All she would have to do is change the meaning of the D next to her name from doofus to Democrat, and Cam would be guaranteed victory. Which is exactly why Cam Harris is targeting the People's Republic of California for her unwanted return to politics. Now, just to be clear, no one is asking for this. There's not a single person who woke up this morning thinking, you know what would make my life better? Cam Harris for governor. I would be so inspired by a strong female presence, unless, of course, we're talking about sports. In that case, girl power is replaced by disguised masculinity. Although it has not been made official, it appears that Cam Harris will potentially replace Gabby Newsom as governor of the People's Republic of California. The Young Turks, they are based in Los Angeles, which means they will be the subjects of Cam Harris if she becomes their new governor. 4 years ago, maybe even 4 months ago, this would have been great news for the Young Turks. It would be a celebration of rainbows and cucumbers. Celebrate the butt bongo! But now that they are viewing things through the lens of common sense, cackling Cam returning to finish off the destruction of the People's Republic of California, that is no bueno. Friday, the dude from the Young Turks, whose name I can't pronounce, he mentioned cackling Cam's aspirations of completing the destruction of California. Ana Kasparian, she had the same reaction that a straight man has when he takes off the blindfold and he realizes that his bachelor party is at Club Shay Shay. Watch it for yourself.
Kamala Harris will probably win in a cakewalk for governor.
No!
Okay.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, I'm telling you the reality, whether you like it or not.
What are you doing?
Democratic voters in California love to obey. And so
oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm gonna move, Cenk. I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna move.
I'm not saying I'm in favor of it. I'm telling you what's, like, if the Democratic Party said, we anoint Kamala Harris, a giant percentage of Democrats in California would go, yes, we obey. We will take the loyalty oath. It doesn't matter how bad she is.
This state cannot survive another incompetent Democrat leading it.
First of all, it should not take Cam Harris becoming governor for you to leave the People's Republic of California. Most people got out of that shithole years ago. The only thing nice about California is the weather. And if it was possible, they would find a way to screw that up too. Hell, the subjects left living in the People's Republic, they're afraid of the weather. Every time they turn on the stove, they think they are contributing to global warming. The reason Ana Kasparian had that reaction, she knows she's going to have to move. Because if cackling Cam Harris runs for governor of California, she is going to win in a landslide. She will probably run unopposed. I don't think there's any normal people left in California to run against her, and even if there is, They're not going to waste their time and their money running for governor because they know they don't have a chance to win. Even though it's easy for me to sit here and say, get the hell out of there, I would imagine that it's a tough decision for Ana Kasparian. She was born and raised in Los Angeles. She's 38 years old, so I would assume that she has lived in Los Angeles her entire life. It is incredibly difficult to leave home, but this is what happens when you have decades of bad leadership. This is what happens when you have decades of incompetence. California is one of, if not the most beautiful state in the country. I love California. Los Angeles is a fun city. If you don't like the weather in one part of Los Angeles, you just drive 10 miles and find the weather that you prefer. Now, me personally, I prefer San Francisco. I think San Francisco has the best weather in the country. All year, it is 60s and 50s. Never too hot, never too cold. Don't need an air conditioner, and you don't really need a heater. Problem is, you need a mask, because everywhere you go in San Francisco, there is the smell of freshly baked turds. People complain about the smog in California, but it ain't smog. It is the steam coming off the turds on the sidewalk. California should be one of those states where everyone wants to live, but instead, everyone wants to leave, which is exactly what happens when you're infected with the woke fungus. If you want to know what happens when you're infected, just look at California. The fungus is doing exactly what it was designed to do: destroy. But give me your thoughts on this. The Young Turks, which used to be far left, and hell, maybe they still are, but the Young Turks, they always support Democrats, but they don't support Cam Harris for governor of their home state. Why are we seeing this shift from the Young Turks? Are they trying to appeal to normal people to build an audience, or have they finally realized that their political party is full of shit? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. Best way to contact me is through email, btlkc84@gmail.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow.